Morning, Year 2. So this week, our English is linked to our topic work on Eastleigh. So today, we are learning to discuss which are the most important places in Eastleigh. Now, I don't know if you've seen this news article before, but a couple of years ago, Eastleigh was voted one of the top 10 places in the whole country to bring up a family. And this is a news article about it, which I'm going to read to you now. Eastleigh is among the top 10 locations to raise a family in Britain, and it is the only one in Hampshire. Online estate agents Yopa has identified the best places for families to live, based on factors that people look for when buying a new home. According to Yopa, families look at the quality of the schools, the crime rate, the pollution levels, the job prospects, how many children there are in each class at schools, and how good the doctors' surgeries are, the access to well-rated GPs. And after analysing those factors, Yopa has announced that Eastleigh is among the best places to live, and it was listed 8th out of everywhere in the whole country. Tucked between major cities such as Southampton, Winchester and Portsmouth, Eastleigh is a mere stone's throw from the sea and from the New Forest. It features many recreation areas, schools, shops and eateries. That's another word for restaurants and cafes. Councillor Paul Bicknell, the Deputy Council Leader and Cabinet Member for Regeneration North, said, "We always said Eastleigh is a great place to live and this report confirms it. We have been investing in our green spaces, public open spaces, and people like that. Also, businesses see Eastleigh as an attractive place to invest as you get a good connectivity with the airport and the railway." So that's quite a tricky article to read as it was written for grown-ups. Let's just stop and have a look. What things did they say was good about Eastleigh? They said that it's in a good place. It's in between some big cities like Southampton, Winchester and Portsmouth. So if you want to go where there are lots of jobs or lots and lots of shops to choose from, those cities are really close by. But at the same time, it's also near to the sea and the New Forest. So if you want to spend some time in the countryside, enjoying nature, there are lots of places nearby too. And then down here, the councillor for Eastleigh said that the council have been spending lots of money on green spaces. So they mean places like parks, and people like those things. And they also said it's really good because it's right by an airport and we've got our own railway station, so it's really easy to get to. This is the second part of the article. Councillor Bicknell also pointed to a low crime level as one of the reasons that made Eastleigh reach the top 10. He added, "We will continue to invest in our public spaces and sport. As previously reported, a £25 million new leisure centre opened its doors to Eastleigh residents last year, providing them with a 25-metre swimming pool, a gym, ballet studio, squash courts and a soft play area." And the rest of the article talks more about other places. Now I wonder if you know, this place here, £25 million, that's how much it cost. New leisure centre with a swimming pool, gym, a ballet studio, squash courts and a soft play area. Do you know what that leisure centre's called? Yes, you're right, that's Places Leisure. You might hear grown-ups still calling it Fleming Park because we've got so used to calling it Fleming Park Leisure Centre for a long time, but its new name is Places Leisure. So today, you are going to be having a think about which places in Eastleigh you think are the most important. And you are going to order those places to show which you think are more or less important and give a reason for your choice of most important place. So before we get on to your work, I think we need to go and visit some places in Eastleigh. So I am going to cast my magic spell and take you to some of the places in Eastleigh. Do you think our school, Norwood School, is the most important place in Eastleigh? Maybe because that's where we go to learn. Or do you think that Places Leisure is the most important place in Eastleigh, where you can go to the gym, go swimming, or play all different sports? Or do you think the Swan Centre is the most important place in Eastleigh, with all the shops and the cinema and the restaurants and Party Man. Maybe you think here at Eastleigh Park is the most important place in Eastleigh. Or maybe you think Fleming Park is the most important place in Eastleigh. Can you see the paddling pool and the play park in the distance? Or maybe you think the Point is the most important place in Eastleigh. Oh, and we're back in school again. So now I've taken you to see all these places in Eastleigh. You need to have a think. Which ones do you think are the most important out of all those places you saw? And your sheet for today will look something like this. And I want you to, if you've got a sheet that you can cut out the pictures for, cut out and stick the pictures with the most important one here, the next two here, and the least important ones here. If you haven't got a printer and you can't print out the sheet, that's okay. You could write down on a piece of paper which one you think would go at the top, or you could draw your own pictures. Either way, don't forget to email your work in.